Hello everyone, and welcome back to another. In today's video, we're going to be doing another Knighthood boss, or basically getting all the points. But yeah, they've made this Knighthood boss, and this is the brand new one, and they've actually changed how the points work as well. It's now horrendous. It's really hard to get 6,000 points, or if not, I think it's actually impossible to get 6,000 points on Extreme now. If I show you what I mean, that is the top player in the world. 14. That is hell. That used to be like 20k, 40k. That used to be capped. Extreme 3k, hard 3k. 2.5k, like that's a kaiju member right there. That's one of the top Knighthoods. But yeah, the team we're gonna be running is actually this team. It's a 3-man team. It's so we can do all the gimmicks like 3 or fewer alive, 3 or fewer alive, 3 or fewer alive. These gimmicks we can all do as well. The only one we can't do is probably the Purify one because we sort of want to kill it ASAP, and same with this one as well. And apart from that, we will be doing all of the rest of them. We're going to try and do all the rest of them. The HP one's also going to be quite hard, and deplete all gauge we're going to try and do, but we can only do it on the first phase because for some reason the second phase has an ungodly amount of defense. I don't know why. They've just given it an ungodly amount of defense. I'm also going to probably change links to Mael, only so maybe on the second phase I can do. How much HP do I lose? I don't know. I lose way too much HP. Not doing that. We're also going to run HP food because we're going to get penalised running food, but because of the new system, how this works, it is horrendous. I am running the increased allies base stats by 5% and decreased damage taken by 10%. There is so much RNG required here, it may take me a few attempts. Of course, I always state how many attempts it's taken me at the start of the cut, but yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here we are, this is attempt 2. Also, I did forget to mention at the start, Lance's attack crit, both Hellbrum and King are both HP defense. King has Rotomio because he always gets targeted by the ultimate, unless for some reason Hellbrum takes an ungodly amount of damage, which can happen. It's happened. It happened when we lost. The reason I have to restart is because it just kept attacking Hellbrum for some reason. I don't know why. Even though they're all full health, Hellbrum has more HP than King. It just kept going for Hellbrum. I don't know why. I'm just gonna waste crappy. No, I'll do this first. Lance actually does more damage. Then we'll play nothing. So we do need to get 4 of them off, preferably this phase of the old gauge lower, only because if not, it is really hard to get it off next phase, because he has 60,000 defense. I don't feel like, this boss seems like more of like, they want to make it more of a pain, and less, you know, like 9,000 points is like, oh cool, it's it used to be easy to get, you know, everyone could get it, it was a decent reward. Now they've just made it horrendous. It's just such a pain to get. It's fine, I can cleanse next turn. It's going for Lance at the moment, which is completely fine. Also, that corrosion, if it does go off, it will kill you. Like, 100% of the time, it will kill you. Because it's 10% your max HP, and you've also got Blade on you, so it will just Thanos snap you. So you need to cleanse that, if not, you lose automatically. This is the first one we're removing, so I have to actually tank the ultimate. Okay, as long as he doesn't go for Hellbrum, I should be fine. I had to think for a second. But yeah, we should be good. This will remove the stance. This boss does have debuff immunity. It doesn't have full debuff immunity. Poison, bleed, corrosion, petrify, and freeze. So it's immune to stun, but apart from that, it's got a few other weaknesses, which is kind of nice. This ultimate is 50% all stat lower because they thought that would be funny. I don't know why. I don't know who in Netmarble wants to torch the player base, but I don't know. Someone really doesn't like the player base. This is fine. We go Lance ult, and then we just face tank the rest of it, and then I level 2 cleanse. Once again, now he just starts going for Hellbrum. This AI is very unpredictable. Once again, because it is dark, it doesn't have attribute advantage, so it's kind of irritating with that. I'm just going to level 1, because I do think Lance is just going to Thanos snap this thing. So we'll cleanse up again, get us back to full. We'll then break the thing for the passive, for the, not the passive, the mission. Lance. There we go. This phase has so much defense, which is such a pain. Wow, second phase, definitely not identical to the boss. Not at all, I promise. Okay, now which ones do we want to do? Clear within 10 turns, clear with the last skill being Fairy. Survive with Fairies. Deplete all gauge, I could not care less about, honestly. I'm just going to do this. We're going to full send attack. Okay, now Lance time. There's the 500k with 1/6 Lance. And then can Lance just wipe here? He can, thank goodness. This should hopefully, I beg, give me more than 9,000 points. It does. Oh my god. Yeah, this boss is horrendous. Like, it's mainly the challenges, because it's like, oh, deal X amount of damage with a pierce skill. Well, Lance's skill technically takes pierce into consideration, but it doesn't count because the skill isn't called pierce, which I think is kind of stupid. I think all skills that have pierce involved should count towards it, just to make this a little bit easier for the average. Because look at that, mission accomplished points, 7.2k. Score is only 3.7k. You wouldn't even be able to reach the minimum rewards if you were to just do the completing it without doing any of the missions. But anyway, now we're going to do extreme and hard just to get some points. Okay, for extreme, we have changed up the team. We are now running Sins, basically full support Sins. Let me change Deanne's gears out real quick. Melee's rocking attack crit. We can change that page for defense. Barn, this is the new LR Barn. If you do not have the LR Barn, you can also use Transcendent Barn. That also works. And then we got Valentine's Day King because he increases allies' basic stats by 8% per applicable ally. So we're getting like a nice, crispy 32% basic stat boost. Once again, we're also running HP food. You don't get penalised for running food, so we're going to run food. Yep, and then we're just going to play it. That's it. But the thing is, the lower 3 difficulties are much easier because the score you need is 6k combined. So it's not as hard as like Hell, which is like you need to get 9k points at least on this one run. Which once again, RNG can be a huge factor, which is my only real problem. Is it just seems like they just want to make it more RNG based and maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more pampered towards the whales, which isn't very good, especially when it's, you know, they've not really buffed the rewards enough, in my opinion, to make it worth it to be that stressful. But once again, you know, they can do whatever they want to do, it doesn't bother me. It's their game, and I can probably quite easily get the rewards. The only problem is that new players will probably struggle to get the rewards now, where, you know, you could just run a goddess team, an unknown team, or a human team, just any team that had lots of basic stats, and you could guarantee get 9k points, which, you know, the rewards in there are quite good. You know, you're looking at SSR pendants, SA coins, card packs for people who may be missing some cards, some card sets they might want, anvils. I think there's also hammers on it. You've also got the Knighthood coins as well, which you can then spend for many other things as well, which is kind of handy. We kill it here. I've got an extra skill. We'll play the weak point skill. Doesn't do anything. Oh, or, you know, Barn can just one-tap it. Barn's extremely powerful, even without the extort. I'll keep saying this, he's very good. He's very well designed. He's not extremely broken, he is very, very balanced. Which is what I like. He can put out decent damage without the extort, but with the extort he can really pop off, and that's where you really see him popping off in PvP. Okay, we're gonna just maybe not insta-kill it, because that will be a slight problem. Barn might insta-kill it, because we've also got a Barn stack on it now, which is an all-stat lower. It's then going to get defense lowered by melee as well, so it's now going to have 10%, even, it's going to have like 40% less defense related stats. Plus, it's also now losing more defense. Yeah, okay. I might ult with Barn just to finish it, because I want to see what how much damage Barn's ult's going to do. So the more it attacks Deanne, the more basic stats we get from her passive anyway, so it's just handy. Stall out an extra turn, and then let's see what the Spoils of War was. No, we got an extra 3 stacks. I was kind of expecting it for some reason to say more. It can't. But anyway, we'll see how much Barn's ult's going to do. 900k, not bad. No extort, no maxed relic. You know, no LR Liz, no maxed out Deanne passive. And the points say 3.4k. And then we'll do hard as well, just to sort of seal the deal. Same team. There's no point us changing it. Not at all. And let's just say you don't even get the points here on hard. You can go to normal and maybe get like 1,000 points, and that should hopefully push you over the amount you need. I do think this is very stupid. It definitely feels like the old Knighthood boss, where sometimes you sort of felt like you had to do the old 3 to get the 6,000 points. But yeah, whatever. Once again, it's a change they want to make. They could quite easily revert it if they don't feel like it's the right play, or if there's too much backlash from the community. It's just sort of just waiting on them, really, see what they want to do. But generally, it's not too bad. It's a little bit more challenging, and if you do need specific characters, it can sort of screw up a little bit, unless, of course, there are other workaround teams, which there probably are. I did actually use a Sins team, so I used this team, and instead of using this King, I forgot the name of it, LR King. I used LR King instead of Valentine's Day King, and I was able to get 9,000 points. But I didn't want to use that for the video because it was like, you need like a mad RNG. I used it, I had an insane amount of RNG, and I finished on like a golden melee single target, which vaporized it, and a lot of my damage came from melee's, like, damage at the end. Oh, so that's where I'm guessing most of my points came from. Let's play this. I'm gonna kill it. I might as well just merge a lot though. Thank you, HP Defense Melee, for the 550k. That should hopefully give us enough points. There you go. Now gives you enough points. But yeah, they've changed it quite a bit. It's not as easy anymore, and it's definitely going to make it harder for the newer player. But once again, if that's sort of the way they're going to try and push Knighthood boss, they may make the rewards a little bit better than what they currently are, because they're okay at the moment. I guess like these are really good, but that's it. There's not really much else here. You know, the SSR pendants. Why is the pack at 9k? To get a low chance of getting the chicken card. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on this brand new Knighthood boss. I'll see you next one. Goodbye.